Landon, you have a very solid golf swing, and you are a really good player. Okay, the first thing that I really like about your golf swing is your setup position. You can see that your head, neck, back, and trail side make one line. You have enough bend over at the waist. You can see that places your hands dangling naturally underneath your shoulders. You have a decent amount of space between your hands and the ball. Your feet, knees, hips, shoulders, and body are all parallel to your target line. That is all really solid. Okay, now you do take the club back basically right up the plane. That is really, really good. At the top of your swing, you are going to lack a little bit of depth. Ideally, you are turning your hips open 45 degrees. That would place your hands directly over your heels. Your hands are directly over your toes. Here's the thing. I'm not saying you can't play golf with what you have. Your lead arm is slightly above your shoulder plane. You can play great golf from here. However, it is going to be just a little bit more difficult for you to get the club back down onto the original plane in transition. Okay, you're going to stay on top of the plane for a little bit longer period of time, and then you are going to drop the club back down onto the plane a little bit later, which is going to cause you to throw this trail arm, trail hand. You can see your hips are kind of stalling as your hands, arms, and club go through, and then you kind of re-rotate. Not bad, it's not far off, but what I would have you do is go up to a wall in your house, and I want 45 degrees of hip turn in your backswing. That would place your back of your trail arm, trail hand, and club shaft all up against the wall. That would get your hands and arms a little bit lower. It would get your lead arm matching your shoulder plane, your hands above your heels, and the shaft right on the plane, to where when you take a beeline down with your hands to the ball, the shaft immediately shallows instead of staying on top of the plane. Okay, I'm not saying you can't play golf from here. You already do. But if you want to take your game to the next level, I want you back down onto this original plane so we can release and rotate, really stabilize the club face through impact instead of stalling and throwing a little bit.